Did you know mathematics helps in budgeting, travel planning, shopping, construction, cooking, and even managing daily life? Today, we're going to master real-life problem solving in the absolute easiest, most practical way possible. Welcome to this explainer. So, have you ever used maths to manage your pocket money or, I don't know, maybe plan out a weekend trip with your friends? Well, if you answered yes to either of those, guess what? You're already doing real-life problem solving. It just proves that math isn't just about, memorizing dusty old formulas to pass a test. It's literally an essential survival tool for daily life. Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap for acing those board exams and mastering real-world skills today. We'll start with math in daily life, then unlock the 6-step master plan, see some real-life math in action, figure out how to avoid common mistakes, and finally, look at some smart tricks for exams. All right, Section 1, Math in Daily Life. Let's establish why we actually need these skills outside the classroom. You see, math is kind of like the silent engine running in the background of our everyday routines. Whether you're managing money and budgeting for the month, calculating travel time and distance so you aren't stuck out on the highway, measuring cooking ingredients so your favorite recipe doesn't totally flop, or just estimating costs for planning a party, math is right there. It helps us make logical, accurate decisions across all these everyday situations, quietly building up our analytical ability. Moving on to Section 2, the 6-step master plan. Get ready because this is your ultimate cheat code framework. Okay, so here's the plan to help you confidently tackle absolutely any word problem thrown your way. Step 1, understand the problem. Read the question carefully. Seriously, this is the foundation of everything. Step 2, identify the given information. Jot down your data right away so you don't get confused later. Step 3, identify what to find. Basically, ask yourself, what is the actual goal here? Step 4, create a plan. This is where you pick your math operations. Step 5 is to solve carefully. Write out those steps clearly. And finally, Step 6, check the answer. Ask yourself, does this actually make sense? Are the units correct? Following this procedure step by step guarantees accuracy every single time. Section 3, Real-Life Math in Action. Now we're going to apply our brand new master plan to 3 real-world examples, kind of like an interactive quiz. Here's our first scenario all about budgeting. Let's say you have 10,000 rupees for a school event. You spend 3,500 on decorations and 2,500 on food. How much is left? All right, let's apply our steps. The goal, find the remaining balance. Our given info, a total budget of 10,000 and expenses of 3,500 and 2,500. Take a quick second, mentally calculate those total expenses in your head. That's 6,000 rupees, right? Okay, let's see what happens next. And this brilliantly illustrates our result, 4,000 rupees. By taking our 10,000 total and subtracting the 6,000 in total expenses, we get exactly 4,000 rupees remaining. It just shows how simple subtraction solves real budgeting problems. You know, the exact kind of problems you face planning a school fest, which is absolutely crucial so you don't run out of money for food halfway through the party. Let's try another one. This time, travel. A car travels 120 kilometers at an average speed of 60 kilometers per hour. How much time will it take? Okay, think about the info we're given. The distance is 120, the speed is 60. How would you solve this one? I'm going to give you just a brief moment to guess the formula in your head before we reveal it. Let's see if you nailed it. The formula is time equals distance divided by speed. So if we divide the 120 kilometers by the 60 kilometers per hour speed, it gives us exactly 2 hours of travel time. See how seamlessly that works? No more guessing what time you're actually going to arrive at your destination. All right, moving to our final scenario, measurements. A rectangular garden has a length of 10 meters and a width of 5 meters. Find the area. Now, this specific type of problem, it's incredibly helpful in construction planning. Just think about it. This is exactly how you figure out how much grass you need to buy for a lawn or how many tiles are needed for a brand new patio. Let's check your reasoning. Area equals length multiplied by width. So multiplying 10 by 5 gives us an area of 50 square meters. It's a super straightforward calculation for sure, but man, it has massive real-world utility. Section 4, Avoiding Common Mistakes. Let's look at the pitfalls you need to watch out for, so keep your energy and focus high. So what are the most common traps students fall into? Well, first off, rushing. Rushing is your worst enemy, and it's usually triggered by exam anxiety. When we panic, our brains just skip critical details, meaning we end up not reading the question carefully. Second, ignoring units. If you just write 2 instead of 2 hours or 2 kilometers, it's wrong. Third is using incorrect formulas. Fourth, skipping steps. Look, I know it's super tempting to jump right to the end, but skipping steps or ignoring units will absolutely cost you valuable marks in your board exams. And finally, not checking final answers. Always do that step 6 mental check to see if the answer actually makes logical sense. Moving right along to Section 5, Smart Tricks for Exams. This is a highly requested one, equipping you with the best tools for speed and accuracy. So the crucial point is how you actually apply these tricks under pressure. First, underline important information the absolute second you read the prompt. Get that pencil moving. Next, write your formulas down before you plug in a single number. Always include units in your final answers. Also, estimate mentally, like does the answer actually feel right? And please, use diagrams for measurements. Visualizing a geometry problem with a quick little sketch will completely save you during your tests. And finally, Section 6, Final Revision. Time for a quick summary to lock in everything we've learned today. Let's quickly review how these concepts connect. Budgeting, that's all about finding your remaining money. Distance and time formulas let you calculate travel duration. Measurements help us find the area for planning out construction. And that 6-step plan, that is your master key for solving problems logically. All of these concepts directly connect to your daily life, drastically improving your financial planning and logical thinking. Seriously, applying math to daily situations completely transforms it from a boring, tedious subject into a vital, dynamic life skill. Practical math improves your everyday decision-making, it strengthens your analytical ability, and it builds massive confidence. Not just for your board exams, but literally for the rest of your life. So I'll leave you with this final provocative question. How will you use math to solve a real-life problem today? Maybe you'll calculate the exact discount on something you're buying, or even just logically plan out your study schedule. If this explainer helped you understand real-life problem solving easily, then like this explainer, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. Let's make maths practical, simple, and fun together.